Hey guys, welcome back. One Night Sniper here, and we're playing Dark Souls 3. Alright, we just got to what I think was the end part of the archives in the last episode. I'm not sure on that, but it looks like we've left the archives and we're going to continue heading up. We got some intriguing weapons I want to level up and just check out. It was these Onikiri and Ubadachi katanas, paired katanas. This is kind of my theme for this playthrough has been paired weapons. But I also have these other swords that I think I like. The one thing I really like about the katanas is, I mean, katanas are badass in general. They come with bleeding, which is pretty cool. But the special move on them are just awesome to look at. I just like that. But we've also got these Goddard twin swords, which the one by itself is like your normal straight sword attacks, which I've always liked, especially the stab. But then you've got the dual one, which has got some kind of cool moves to it. So what I want to do is level the katanas up to +9 and compare them, and then maybe add on a gem and see if we want to use them on top of or in lieu of the Dancer's straight swords. I don't know that they're going to be able to meet the damage on their own, but they may if we use, say, the Karthus Flame Arc, or maybe like a Chaos Gem. I'll get more damage out of buffing it with a Flame Arc. The issue with that is, I mentioned it before, in boss fights I'm probably only going to be able to buff it before I head in, and probably won't have a chance to buff it after. So there's that to think about. But let's just level these up a little bit and see where we're at. We should have plenty of stones for it. Actually, it looks like I only have 8 shards left. I may have to actually buy some, which makes me look dumb because I sold some earlier, but... Alright, we're gonna have to buy some Titanite shards.
Be careful.
This could turn out to be a massive waste of souls, but screw it. Let me see how many large we have. We have 36 large, so we got enough of them. So how many more do I need so I don't just buy too many? We also need to turn in Grey Rat's ashes. I forgot about that. So I need 6, and then I think I'm going to need 8. So we need 12 of them.
Ah.
And we're probably going to have to... Did I buy those? Or yeah, I did. Probably going to have to cash in some souls too. Alright, let's see. I bought too many. Oh well. Okay, earlier when I was complaining about getting chunks, I'll take that back. Because now we're going to need some if I happen to find another weapon. Okay, so we do have one slab that I don't want to just waste. So these are sitting at 197 plus 101 scaling, and these are at 190 plus 87. Well, they're going to go to... This will give me 295, and this one will give me 300 and... 308, 318. They both have C scaling, but I'm getting slightly more... These are a higher version of C scaling. So it's a matter of which one I actually like more. This one's attacks are a little slower. And our stamina, the way they're at right now, I can only get 3 attacks out of the double. But that could be solved by leveling up probably once or twice more. So let's look at the gems we can put on them. So first let's look at... I don't have enough souls, which is why it's saying I can't, but let's take a look at the Chaos Gem. That'll end up taking us up to... Let's see. 145 plus 1, 57. So a little over 300. And if we did sharp, it's going to drop us into 183 plus 114. So we're losing 14, and we're gaining 13 with that one. If we look at these guys, do sharp, we're going to lose 14. But gain a shit ton. Was that 13 plus another 23? So gain 36 on that. So it takes us to 299. And let me see if I can't do the math on this real quick. It'll still be higher. This will take us to 283, 293. No, 297. So the other swords are actually going to be... That's interesting. The scaling on sharp actually takes it up higher on the straight swords. Okay, let's take a look at this one. No, not that one. So that'll be 239 plus... So it looks like the Goddard... Excuse me. The Goddard Twin Swords, either way I go, will give me more damage. So I actually like their normal attacks better. It was just the special move I liked on those. So let's go with the Goddard Twin Swords. Hit him up with the slab. And then let's catch in his soul. I'm sure there's way better ways to do these weapons. Like I either look it up online, stuff like that. But oh well. I like being inefficient sometimes.
Ah, tastes good, wasn't he?
So what I'm inclined to do actually is we're going to infuse these with either sharp or refined. So as far as the scaling goes, we get 133, that's 126. Sharp is just better all around for that. So let's go sharp.
Pretty be careful.
I think they're going to be a little less than... That takes us to 318. That's 594. I don't see us actually getting past that. But I'm okay with that for now. But let's see what this takes us to. 461 compared to 594. So that's over 130. But I'm going to go ahead and stick with these for now. We'll try them out for a little while. See if I like them. Because I will be able to I will use the strong attack on these. At least that first one. And then its skill was that, which is pretty quick little skill. Slices and foes with large spinning motion and use strong attack to lengthen attack and end with a double-bladed thrust. So let's try that one out. I mean, all that's pretty amazing. So it's way better than the Dancer's special skill. So we're going to try that for a little while. What happens most of the time is I end up regretting it or not liking it as much as I thought I would. But I've always liked the straight swords attacks. I don't like its backward dash one as much, but having a stab like that just cuts in the range really well. Okay, so we're going to head back to the archives. And we got a ladder, elevator we can take shortcut wise. Get us back to where we left off. We had to fight 3 like NPCs. They were kind of, I think they were Osiris's, or the prince's anyways, which I think his name was Osiris. No, they were Ocelot. That would have been Ocelot's guards, I think. So, I think we're getting close to him. For some reason, I'm thinking there's a princess, but I might be making that up. I don't know. It's been a while since we went through the beginning part of Lothric. It doesn't say much there. There's something that talked about him. Maybe it was the... No, maybe it was the shield. Actually, I can't remember what we got from the guy with the axe. No. Oh yeah, I do. It was the Golden Wing Crest Shield. Huh, I'm not getting anything out of info like that, but I could have swore they mentioned them being something to do with Ocelot. I think they just called him the Prince, but... Or I'm making all of that up, because I don't really remember. This is probably... That room right there could easily be a boss fight. I'm not sure. It looks like one of those areas where you'll walk in, boss will show up, and then Fogwall appears. Especially with the shortcut right there. So we're going to go ahead and buff up a little bit. And see what happens. Maybe not right away then. Let's take up here to the left. Okay, that's going up to a different area. Oh, that's right, because we had the rafters area where I saw messages in the last episode. So it looks like there's some defenses set up there. Is there a ladder on this side? I'm gonna head back down and check on the other side before we keep going up. And maybe instead of the Scholar Ring, I think there's a ring that lengthens spell time. Maybe I use that instead if we're going to be using a buff. I can't even begin to remember what that was called though. And that might be from, might be thinking of Dark Souls 2. Boost pyromancy, okay. Let's shorten spellcasting time. We want to shorten spell length, or increase spell length. I forgot to turn in Grey Rat's Ashes too, damn it. Alright, so let's... Looks like I'm just making that up, but I think since we're not scaling with intelligence anymore on our weapon, we'll go ahead and go to reduce spell casting time, because I am using pyromancies a lot more finely. Just because they're doing actually pretty good amount of damage usually, 400 to 500. This is a trio. That must be those 3 he was talking about. Hopefully, there's not 3 guys I gotta fight up here. Fatty ahead, and then let there be ore. Alright, I see some kind of winged creatures with halberds up there. Let's use one of our ever-dwindling embers. and see what we can see. Before we head up there, let's run around both sides. You know, just to give my fire a chance to dwindle. Okay, got nothing there. Yeah, that's gonna be, those are gonna be tough. I think we fought them before, but they didn't have wings. They just had armor that had wings, like little wings, as a decoration. Those guys have full-on wings. There's at least 2 of them. I think there might be 3. And I'm not seeing anything yet. All right, we'll take these stairs. It's just an ass ton of areas to explore out here. Here we go. Oh crap! I also have a bone shard I didn't turn in. I'm doing crappy. Looks like there's one, at least 2 on each side. Or I just made my way all the way back to the front. Didn't realize it. So at least it looks like there's going to be 3 of them. Fatty and then fatty. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. And they can throw axes at us. Should have known I wasn't going to get away from that guy. Yeah, I'm going to be cheating a little bit here. Oh. Shit. Okay. I gotta watch out for that. He's got a long delay. Whoa. Okay, 1 down. Large Titanite shard. Ah, I thought I was dead there. I got a little lucky with the running away thing. Alright, where's the other one? Did you fall off and die, maybe? That'd be awesome. That would mean I lose my item, though. Well, the last one just dropped a shard, so... Huh. I don't know where he went. Oh, never mind. That's at least another one. I don't know if it's... Can I just get one of you? Let's get the fuck out of here. It's a lot of attacks in a row, guy. Just get the hell out of the way. Heal. Shit. Of course that hit me. Ugh. How many times are you gonna do that? God. Okay. Yeah, thanks for that. It's a cool move. Shit. The other guy's gonna be coming here soon. Damn it, stop flying away. Stupid fat wings. That's what you get. This guy can roll, huh? Okay. Whoa. That hurt. He's gonna throw his axes at me if I don't be careful. What kind of range does that thing have? It's Get up. Move. Die. Alright, another slab. I really wanted to do the katanas. We can now. Whew. One Estus flask left. I'm gonna... Well, I don't want to assume that they're not coming back, because they might. What does this say? Down required ahead. Okay, let me just check the perimeter without getting chased by fat asses with wings. Did we already go out here? I think we did. That was... Yeah, that was the item we got there. Then we got stairs to go up. Let's check this out first. Alright, so that leads us out to the rafters we saw, and there'll be guys shooting magic spells at us. That's cool. I think there's a guy up there on the rafters with us. And then where does this go? Is that gonna be more hands? Oh no, they're just... Okay. They're not books. They're just stones. That goes... Nowhere? Okay. So as of right now, this area up here... Oh, I was gonna say it's useless, but... Ah, skeleton, praise the dark. Hunter's ring. I'm guessing this is going to do dexterity. Okay, ring engraved with a portrait of a hunter increases dexterity. The hunters serve Lothric on the fringes in the shadows. For generations, rulers of Lothric have relied especially upon the Black Hand hunters, to punish enemies in ways that the king's three pillars cannot. I'm going to throw that on here. Well, let's see what that does to my attack. Goes from 318 to 335. Okay. I'm so used to having the stamina regen, though, that might end up being a problem. Alright, we can fall down onto that little roof, which is probably what we want to do. Oh, that's not going to do anything for us. Alright. So maybe get us up here, see what this guy wrote. There's a chance there's an item up here. Fine work, but pointless. Alright, you know what? I'm going to give him an appraisal. I'm going to check the other side while we're up here. Alright, nothing. Let's get down. Alright, so we're going to head out onto those rafters. I'm probably going to fall to my death at least once. I could try using the shield. Let's use one that blocks magic. And that one I can try to parry spells. We'll see. And let's see if we can't wear something a little heavier. Now that we've got lighter weapons. There we go. Alright, I think there's going to be... So there's that guy. The slug, okay. So far we're good. We can drop down onto that cage looking thing. Which is about all we can do. I don't know if it's going to break or what. Alright, there's a hole there. Okay, that's all we... So what was kept in here? It's like a giant bird cage. Divine Pillar... Oh, that's that spell that those guys are using, I think. The range on those things... Bring down multiple pillars of light in vicinity. It's a miracle. Miracle of Gertrude, the Heavenly Daughter. Brings down multiple pillars of light in vicinity. The Queen's holy maiden Gertrude was visited by an angel who revealed this tale to her. Despite losing both her sight and her voice, she was determined to record the tale. Ordinary men cannot decipher her fragmentary scrawl, nor comprehend how it became the foundation of the angelic faith of Lothric. So Gertrude must have been that princess I'm thinking of. I don't know where I read about her at, though. Alright, sorry about that. I'm having to clear my throat. Alright, so where's that slug at? So I don't get hit in the back. I didn't see him. He must be right underneath us. So there's nothing over there or there. We do have an item directly in front of us. There's no way that that's going to be that easy. Blessed gem, okay. We can drop down right there. That's probably the safest one. But if we were to drop down over here, we'll be closer to that guy. Probably going to get hit. Let's lift for him to shoot, and then we're going to slowly walk off. Alright, I don't have no idea why that thing's here. There's a ladder. And is there anything else up here? Luckily, we've got a long, wide path. Okay, that guy's down there. I don't see any messages scrawled anywhere. Chances of there being illusory walls are pretty slim, plus that would just lead outside. That wall wasn't very well done, graphics-wise. Nothing there. Nothing on either side there. Okay, so it looks like we're done here. Let's go to this ladder, which they were nice enough to give us, so we don't have to be dropping, trying to aim our falls. Okay, a couple chests. Neither of them are mimics. Twinkling Titanite. Divine Blessings. I think I've still never used. Oh, and this is taking us back out here. Okay. So now I'm trying to think of our easiest way to get back. I guess we just run out here, go up that ladder, and then head back out. There shouldn't be any enemies between here and besides these guys. Which I'm going to use my special thing on, I think. Look at that. I didn't want to get close to him because of the hands. It's in my best interest to go hit up the bonfire, though, before doing anything else. Shouldn't be anything out here for us. Alright, yeah, let's, who's this? Capakin. Bog the net. Okay. I have a feeling with what he... I think I know what he was going for there. So it's, instead of doing all this noise, how about we just use this? Actually, before I do that, I should find out how much does it take to level and do I have enough? We do have enough, so let's do that. Alright, there's most definitely going to have to be a boss, probably in that cathedral, just because of the nature of that having that shortcut right there, and the summon signs, kind of a good tip. How many of these Crestfallen do we have? Okay, let's, before I do anything else, let's burn this undead bone shard. Alright. We got the achievement Ultimate Bonfire, so apparently that's as high as that's going to go. And then let's go turn in this last... I don't know if it's the last one. Probably is.
Ah, just what neat.
Well, I didn't get an achievement, so maybe it wasn't the last one.
Pretty be careful.
But now we've got 10. Is that what we had before? Oh yeah, because you don't actually see the one. Alright, let's turn in Grey Rat's ashes.
Gracious, passing, and awfully warm at that. Almost as if it had lived. Oh, I'm sure an ash.
Yeah, I didn't kill him if that's what you're getting at. The old bat. Alright, let's buy those 3. No, actually, let's just just buy all this. Buy it all up. So she's gonna sell whatever Grey Rat was selling before. I don't know if he picked up anything while he was in Lothric, though. Doesn't... I mean, if there's something new in here, I might not notice it. Dancer's Crown. Oh, that's from the unnamed or nameless king. This golden crown, buried amidst long strands of bristling ash, is said to closely resemble that of the First Lord. Dragon armor of a nameless king who was allied to the ancient dragons. Razor sharp and cannot be burned. I'll have to look at that compared to what we're wearing. The weight is 12.7, physical 13.7. I don't think what we're wearing is as heavy as that. What's the black hand? That's like that elite guard. Attire of hunters known as the King's Black Hand. A black cape covers leather armor, shrouding the wearer in darkness. Black Hand has a title established to honor hunters who serve successive generations of kings. To date, no more than 3 such individuals have borne this distinction. Well, we killed them. Carla's stuff. Splintering bolt. What does that do? Bolts that explode immediately after being shot. Huh. Makes unusual shots possible and releases splinters that cause immense bleeding. These are, after all, prototypes created by the weapon craftsman Edmund. You get what you pay for. Exploding bolts. That's kind of cool. There's some good bolts in here, I guess, if you use crossbows. Okay, so let me look at my armor. I'm always out on the lookout for new armor. It only weighs 9. So we'd have to go to lighter stuff. I'm gonna buy it because I'm curious what it looks like. I don't like the helmet. That didn't do anything for me.
Ashen one. Bish.
Alright, let's see what this looks like. It's better in every way, but it's way heavier. Maybe with some different pants. I don't know if I like it or not. I could rock that for a little while. Let's see what we can do pants-wise. So Drang and yeah, sure, why not? Okay, so let's cash in a bunch of souls so we can get at least one level in. We need 53,000, 54 basically. That'll give us 59. That'll work. I mean, it'll give us 49. That'll give us 59.
Ashen one.
Welcome. Very well, then taken.
Yeah, I'll go Dex.
Farewell.
Alright, was there anything else I needed to turn in? Do we have any other souls? No. Okay. Alright, let's head back there and see what's waiting for us. Not gonna get a whole lot more prepared than we are, I guess. And we are fast approaching the end of the episode, but I'm going to head up there at least once or twice. Like I said, I'm just assuming there's a boss. That would make sense. There's a very slight chance I could beat him on the first try. Chances are not likely, though. These things are really creepy. I don't like them. We got soldiers behind there. That's not a good first attempt. Got a lot of soldiers hanging out here. Whoa, you almost got me. Out. Where you at? There we go. Alright. Damn it. Now comes time for some pyromancy. Don't die from getting shot. I'll fight you right now. Okay, what do you got? Cool story. Will you kick his damn shield already? Let's go get the crossbow. I got hit by both of them. That's amazing. Okay, what I want to do is kick his shield. Son of a bitch. I don't know why that's so hard to execute for me. You know what? Alright. Only used up 2 Estus flasks, not too bad. And if I die here, I can probably just run through them. Though the knight might be an issue. It looks like there's a couple more up there. So hopefully this boss isn't too hard, because running back through this is going to get annoying quick. There's 3 of them. Okay. Didn't get the kill there? There we go. Alright. 1 to go. Kicking, for some reason, is impossible for me right now. Thank you. Ugh. Not dead yet. There it is. Well, that was fun. What else we got? We get throw one of those winged guys at me? Maybe a gargoyle. Nothing? Oh look, maybe I shouldn't have bitched. Looks like we might have another shortcut. Sorcerer ahead. I don't think there's a sorcerer up here. Well, there was one elevator we hadn't yet got, and I think that might be this one. So I guess the developers aren't complete dicks sometimes. Alright, nothing there. How many embers do I end up getting? 16. Alright, that should get me through a boss. This should take us down to that church, I'm thinking. Try jumping off. Down required ahead. Be wary of index finger. Oh, it's a gear. Alright. Okay, so I guess I'll have to do a little cliffhanger here and we'll face the boss in the next episode. Or whatever's in that church. And I'm guessing supposedly there's somewhere I can jump off up there I didn't look for. So I'll have to look for that when we go back up. But thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think about a little weapon situation. I may go, I still have the option where I could go with the katanas now that we have another slab. So let me know what you think. But I am a fan of this, that skill right there. It's quick. Doesn't use up a lot of the FP. But anyways, we'll head out of here for now. So thanks for watching, guys. I know you have a choice where you get your Dark Souls 3 Let's Plays. And I thank you for choosing One-Eyed Sniper. Peace out, guys.